Hi, Leo. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I am here to do your love reading. So, this is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The Eight of Wands. There's something about writing, something about a book or writing. I'm hearing say what's on your mind. Page of Cups, the Eight of Wands. So for some of you, this is something that maybe you are being guided to say what's on your mind. I'm getting a lot of clearing around, the throat chakra here, Queen of Swords. So this could be what the whole reading will be about, or maybe a part of it that's just coming up here. But there's something about someone that I'm tapping into, needing to open or clear your throat chakra and to say what's on your mind. It's almost like they're showing me taking out kind of the trash when it comes to certain things that you haven't said maybe, or certain things that you have been holding on to. They're really wanting to reference to the bird here as some kind of messenger of your intuition right now. So definitely some air energy I'm getting, even though we had the Eight of Wands that I had seen. There's some like air or communication here. So let's keep going and see. I'm hearing spinning around in circles. So there's something that's been spinning around in circles here for somebody. What is the message here today for whoever this is for? Yeah, there it is, Eight of Wands. It wants to come out. Okay, let's see. Something I'm getting, Six of Swords. Something is getting there, I'm hearing, slowly but surely getting there. There's some kind of leap of faith, risk, or maybe something mental or emotional, depends on how this will connect, that someone's being guided to take here towards the sun. And it feels like a breakthrough of some sort. With the Four of Pentacles behind this, it's like there's been someone holding back here. So you've been holding back maybe on something to do with communication. I'm hearing a larger vision. There's something about a larger vision that you're going towards with the Six of Swords. I want to get some more here to see what exactly this is about. But the main focus here has something to do with I keep getting cleansing something and then having a breakthrough, cleansing something and then being able to speak something, say something, or move somewhere here with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands. And I feel like there's a larger vision somehow to what this is about or where you're going. Something about books here. I don't know if somebody's reading like a specific book, or if a book has given you inspiration or advice recently, but there's something about a book here for somebody. There's a strong feeling of not looking back, I'm hearing. There's something here about being pulled forward. Don't look back, being pulled forward. Yeah, look, Three of Wands. So again, look how many these two people, or these two here, or three in this one, are all looking towards that sun in the distance. And here we have the Six of Pentacles. For some of you, I'm hearing a specific message. This may not be for everyone. Something that, again, I don't know what this is yet, but something that you're about to do or where you're going. Something will finalize by a whole year from now. So maybe it's something that you're putting effort into in terms of maybe a career endeavor, something that you are planning for, and it's like that in the distance, because they were speaking to a larger vision. Something is going to manifest later, but you're putting effort into it now. Okay, something like that, or maybe what's being done now is somehow setting the tone for, again, what's going to manifest later. Something, let's go ahead and get a little bit more here. There's whatever this is, though, it feels like somebody is afraid of it, because I'm hearing don't be afraid of this, or don't be afraid of this move, or this gesture, or this opportunity. The Lovers, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so see, the Five of Pentacles talks about being in a lack mindset. The Lovers here, of course, it could be about a connection. There's so much yellow and golden energy here too. It could also be just following what your soul wants. And so this is why they're talking about it being a bigger vision, because there's like a pull here towards something that's going to manifest later, and they don't want you to be afraid. If this is you here, don't be afraid to go into this direction. I'm hearing a catalyst. It just feels very refreshing. Okay, whatever this Lovers is, it feels very refreshing. So if you already know what this might be for you, you would be feeling drawn to do some kind of change in your life, or to move into some direction that would feel maybe to some level that you are afraid of it, or you have been afraid of it, but at the same time, it brings you like a refreshing feeling to where you're not necessarily tied to whatever maybe had made you feel in conflict before, you know, with the Five of Swords coming before the Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles here. So it's basically like moving towards better, calmer, and bigger horizons for somebody. As always, it could be vice versa, maybe for some of you, but I keep hearing intuition. So somebody's intuition has been talking about this though. Someone's intuition has been telling them that this is the right choice. Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. Yeah, I keep hearing push beyond, just do it. So this actually could be the mind. For some of you watching, the Page of Swords is some thought that you have or idea. This is going to resonate differently. You know, it could be like an idea that pops in your mind to start a business, or to whatever, it could be travel to this location, or to do something. And the Page of Cups is the actual offer of that coming in, or you actually receiving that offer. You know, so for example, if you feel guided to, let's just say you want to open up an art studio and you have an idea for that, this is by like a year from now, you following your intuition on that will fully manifest into more abundance at that time, because you're following what your heart truly wants. It could be the same scenario if it's a love situation. We'll have to keep going here and get more, but it could be something like that too, to where someone has an idea pop in their mind to do something, or to reach out maybe to somebody, and then it's like the Page of Cups is where it actually happens, or it actually manifests later down the road. So, and I keep hearing hiccups in the plan, or bumps in the road. So something about this has been a bit bumpy, or there could be bumps that you might be encountering right now. In this situation, Nine of Wands is here, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, so it's about finding direction. Judgment's behind that. Yeah, the Chariot is here behind that. So it's really about like, whatever this message is, it feels like, I'm hearing something about instinctual, or you can sense it, you can smell it, I'm hearing. So with the Judgment, I don't know, someone has been able to sense something intuitively about the fact that they should move into this particular direction, or that there's some bigger calling even. It could be something that you have a bigger calling for. Let's get some more here. I'm going to go into this deck. I haven't used this in like 2 years, I think. It's been forever. What else do we need to know here with this message? Yeah, it's really about somebody stepping into their power. Authority is the Emperor and the Five of Wands. See, there's that roadblock I just mentioned, or the kind of bump in the road with the obstacles. It's like, whatever this is, there's been some kind of like feeling of, I can't do it, I can't get there, and someone's being encouraged to kind of step into their full power here with the Emperor, and to take control over the fears surrounding this to happen, or this particular move being made. For somebody, I'm getting it would really cause a huge shift. I just heard it would cause a huge life change. You know, again, I don't know what this is, but like it could be something which, for whatever reason, would be like an enormous change for somebody to do this. It could even be causing, or could, if it's being taken, it could cause drama in the environment. It could cause like just something to totally fall apart somewhere, you know. So for example, if you have to end a relationship, or if you have to leave behind, you know, a certain family location, and it causes people to talk about you with that, or to kind of not like that about you, something along those lines. But here we have the solar plexus, and we have the Four of Swords, rest and rejuvenation. So Yeah, I feel like this is almost like a preparation with the Page of Swords here and the solar plexus. This is, again, someone preparing for this big move. And here's that yellow. I keep getting so much yellow and orange. So it's that feeling of like empowerment. It's the feeling of this is a calling that's greater than what I can imagine or what my mind could have thought. And so with this Four of Swords, it's like someone's preparing for this move to be made. So if this is you and you resonate with this being you, it could even be that this is kind of a time period for you to, you know, maybe maybe think about this for a little bit with the Four of Swords, or you have been in that space. Yeah, because I'm getting it's going to require a change again. So you may have to either, if you've already been through this change, then you would know because you've done something recently which has really changed the course of your life. And they want you to really be proud of yourself, but to also take some time now before you like start your new life, you know? So again, for example, let's say that you quit a job that you've been out for like 20 years or something, and then you move to a new location or like a big change, and it kind of feels scary at first, and you have to allow yourself some time to adjust to the new location or to the new job, because it's a lot of like growth that's happening internally for you, so that you can shed the old layers of yourself here and really follow this bigger, bolder vision. Again, it could also be a connection with the Lovers here and the solar plexus. If that's the case, it feels like maybe somebody's having this sense of a surge of sort of confidence or empowerment to make big changes here so that this communication or movement can happen. This could be so many ways, you know. It could be a new relationship for some of you, and maybe it's like you both really know that you want to start your lives together. You both know that you want to move into this direction, and so you're thinking more long term, and maybe this person is having to cut away some old ties or to prepare for this new beginning with you. You know, it could also be someone that you haven't talked to for a little bit, and there's a feeling of sort of they know that what they're about to do would be a big step. It would be a big change somehow, but they're focusing on kind of the long term of this with the Page of Cups and like what that could bring longer term, because someone's been disconnected or feeling bored or feeling kind of like just not fully well. And for some too, with the Four of Cups here and the solar plexus, it could even be something which has been somehow very much like stifling someone's growth, you know. And so if that's you, you would feel that, because you may be in this Five of Pentacles and you've been settling for less than you truly deserve in whatever way. And so it's kind of like with this Eight of Wands here, this new path for you is this star in the distance, which would really bring you so much of this, Eight of Wands again, same card. It would bring you so much growth in your life. And I'm hearing picking up the pieces. So for some of you, again, maybe you're picking up the pieces of your life. For a few of you, if you went through a major change in your life, and maybe it's kind of like the reset button, it's time now for you to pick up the pieces in your life. It's time for you to, like, you know, you've already crumbled down the situation or the home, and now you're building a new life, and so you have to take some time to pick up the pieces. Even though you know you're going in the right direction, you still have to take some time for yourself to pick up those pieces. And same goes for if it is vice versa too. You know, maybe somebody around you has gone through this, and they're kind of, the crown chakra wanted to fly out, going through this awakening. There's, like, again, a bigger vision, or this Page of Cups here is something which is like, I keep getting a new life. Somehow or another, it's almost like going through a tunnel, and then you are leaving behind your old you in the last tunnel, and then you're moving forward, and you see this sun in the distance, which is representing like a whole new timeline for you, which is part of your higher self and your soul guiding you towards these bigger and better ventures and opportunities and situations. And if it's something specific for you, it's like that's because you're having that idea because it's a part of what you're truly meant to do, or it's part of something which will lead you to more growth. It's all about growth, I feel, for this reading. It's all about acceleration and growth, and what could provide that for somebody. So again, Nine of Pentacles is here, the Three of Swords, and we have the Nine of Wands. So here we have the Nine of Wands again too. So we actually have, yeah, so 3 nines are coming up, which is telling me that it's almost the end of a cycle here. And this is also telling me too, for those of you who this is like a financial message, you're very close to achieving these financial goals. And so it's kind of like you also are, again, going through some kind of like shift in your solar plexus to empower you so that the plans that you're setting in motion now in later days are going to bring you a lot more reward financially, if that makes sense. So especially if it's connected to you leaving behind maybe a relationship, for a few of you, leaving behind heartbreak. I'm being drawn to this little window at the top here with the clouds because there's better days ahead. There's things that you can do which will change your environment from this dirty looking room to something more clear in the distance, which is what these cards were talking about here. So I'm hearing you know the way out. So again, there's something about someone's intuition. See the Chariot. Yeah, you know the way. Third eye and the Chariot. Somebody knows what to do here. Somebody knows intuitively what to do. So let's get a little bit more, and then I'll get some specifics and see if we can narrow down what this is. Because I think for some of you, you know what I'm talking about if this is for you. And others of you, it's going to, again, resonate differently because it's going to be different situations in your life. We have the Seven of Pentacles, patience and planning, patience, and the Emperor. So a lot of patience here required. Again, like I said, this is some kind of long-term vision. And maybe some of you don't even know this yet. Like maybe you don't know this is a long-term vision for whatever reason. Maybe it's something that, you know, maybe with the Emperor, it's like this is again maybe an aspect of even your higher self coming up to say that if you take this move, or if you're patient with yourself, what we're doing here is we're setting the long-term goals of our life, you know, kind of thing. It's that kind of feeling. And again, it could be a person, maybe, for some of you. And if that's the case, there's a lot of, this would be somebody who is very dedicated to the long-term vision of the connection. Maybe you don't know that yet, or maybe you do, but it's definitely someone who has a lot of confidence, or who is gaining a lot of sense of confidence with this yellow kind of ring too, like the yellow aura. So much yellow here in this reading. So it's really this feeling of like someone, here's the seed this person's holding. So yeah, it's planting the seed, setting the tone for some seed to grow in the future. And it's whatever the seed is, though, it's going to be more so in alignment to this person's path than what they had been, again, settling for, or what they had been involved with previously. So let me get some of these cards and see if we can get some specifics as to what this might be, and then we'll get some others. And I just keep getting that intangible sense that somebody's intuition knows this. Yeah, see, palm tree. Weathering any storm, 444, stability and home comfort, abundance rolls in, and business growth. So yeah, for some of you, this is definitely like a business message. And you taking those steps here is going to open up a whole new world of creative potential for you with the Page of Cups. But I can also see it being an Emperor who could be a strong, like, masculine figure if you are more of a feminine. Somebody who's going to want to build that home with you. Somebody who's going to want to build a long-term future with you. So let's go into it here and see. This is my Oracle deck, the Spirit Code Oracle. It is available on Etsy if you're interested. So what is this about, Spirit? What details do we have for this message here today? I keep being shown someone, it almost looks like, it's kind of a funny message, but it's almost like someone standing there and there's like an entity or a ghost behind them that is wanting to pull them backwards. And it's like not paying attention to that, like, I'm stronger than this. So maybe for someone, I mean, maybe there has been some kind of psychic attack here for somebody, or it's just like lower vibrations, lower entities, which have either made you, or if it's vice versa, this other person to feel that that they are like pulled backwards, but they keep wanting to say to themselves that I deserve more, or like if I ignore sort of those knockings of the ghosts of the past and I keep moving forward, then I know like intuitively that's going to take me somewhere much better. And we have the banana. Okay, so yellow again, we have nourishing the body, fertility, prosperity and growth, a ripe time, a sign of good health. Again, this is really a feeling, whatever this message is about for whoever this is, that there's such a ripe time right now. And I'm hearing getting back to business. So again, I don't know, someone might be like wanting to quite literally get back into business, if that means going back to work, if it means opening a business, if it means just getting serious about certain goals. But it's also that feeling of just like the energy of getting back to business, the energy of like, I want to become better, or I want to build this relationship to something more solid. It's all about like this growth, and maybe even for some of you it could be connected, because I know the solar plexus is our digestive system too, so maybe some of you are starting a new diet, maybe for a few of you, and this is all a part of like the bigger and the grander plan to the full sort of ripeness of your potential and how you can make those steps in that direction. So let's see, it just kind of flew out. I'm just going to put them upright again. Okay. So anything else, Spirit, that you can show us here for this reading? Any other specifics for this message? And then I will pull a few love cards as well, since I do feel for some of you that's also what this is entailing with the lovers here. So we have the magnifying glass. So enlarge to see the truth. Examine details closely. Are you missing something? What else, Spirit? Well, I feel like this is saying that the mortal and pestle, grind down to finer details, being creative, baby steps, break down heavy energy. Yeah, again, it feels like, I don't know, it's some kind of planning where we need to also magnify, enlarge some parts maybe of our lives, or whoever this is that's doing this, to like, I guess, identify them in terms of, is this part of, again, my bigger vision? Is this something that I can see myself doing? What do I need to change? What things are ripe? What things are old? Which are rotted fruits? It's a lot of that here. Yeah, letting go of heaviness again. So there's some kind of weight off of someone's chest that they're being guided to do whatever that takes to make that happen. And I am getting that baby steps energy too, to where it could be taking, since it is a very patient energy. I had gotten that from the beginning. Something about like a year from now. For some reason, I don't know why it's coming up like that. But maybe this reading will make, I know it's a long time, but maybe it'll make better sense a year from now. Or, the banana is taking a year to ripen fully. There's just something where we are making the first steps in that direction, and the things that we are going to be applying ourselves to will fully come into abundance maybe closer to a year from now. And that's why whatever this plan is also requiring patience. But it's the thing is, it's being taken in the right direction though, regardless. So that's why the first card was the Eight of Wands, and the Six of Swords too, because something is being seen for what it is, or something is being kind of, again, like magnified and looked at in terms of, what do I need to do to get to this point of the lovers? To have a healthy relationship, to move a connection forward, or possibly even to like self-identify sort of where okay, let's see a little bit more. I'm losing my train of thought. Let me get a few more tarot cards, and then I'll get some specific detail cards, and then I will pull a few cards for love, and then we will go more in the extended and kind of go from there intuitively and see maybe what this is that's manifesting. And then we will also see if it does tie into love. But let's see, is there anything else here, Spirit, for this message today, for whoever this is for? I'm getting this like unveiling energy too. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Hermit. So I think I was talking about the Hermit, or I don't know if I imagine that. Sometimes, again, I don't know what I'm channeling. But I think I mentioned something with the Hermit, or there's like a spiritual growth taking place for somebody. But here it is again. So this is like a very mature energy is the best way to put it. It's a very like evolved, mature, slow, but also, what's the word for it? Just a very, like, it's a very solid energy, whatever this is. Someone's moving through thinking about their solid future. Someone is actually leading themselves towards a whole lot of abundance, possibly even a committed relationship, because of this self-evaluation, or because someone is kind of breaking down, you know, what we have to let go of so that we can plan for our long-term future. That's why this is not like a quick moving, unstable kind of energy, or unstable. It's a very solid, stable energy, actually. But it will just apply differently, because it could be that this, you know, maybe communication is coming in about this, or there's steps, again, being taken for you if this is about you, and Spirit's wanting you to know that, you know, you being in the Hermit mode here, you are really ready for you know, it's like this boat here has been, maybe it takes a long time for the boat to arrive to its destination. So that's why I'm getting with the Hermit too. It's like a long-term plan, or a long-term ride that gets somebody to the end, which is going to be very abundant in the end. But it requires rearranging things. It requires letting go of stress, letting go of problems. So let's get some of these tea leaf cards. What else can you tell us then, Spirit, about this message today? So this just did fly out. We have reconciliation, but I'll see if it comes out again, because I wasn't really ready, but it did fly out. What else can you tell us about the details as to what this message is about? I'm just getting this energy too of somebody moving outside of a certain, that's why I said too with the ghost reference, like somebody moving outside of a certain zone. It's almost like a danger zone, you know, and then you cross over to the border where you like swim over the pond, and then after you do this, you're in a completely new country sort of, you know, or a new, if there's like a war taking place, and then you get over here and now you're in this peaceful environment. But that's just a metaphor. It's more of like, you know, whatever had been troubling somebody, they've crossed the line, they've crossed the border now into some better mentality, or better environment, which can be more productive and can give way for these things to happen, you know. So let's see, any other details for this message here today? Yeah, and I'm getting someone like putting a uniform on and saying that I'm ready to go. So it's this very like official emperor energy. Somebody's getting very serious. Someone's about to get very serious about something, or be like, you know, buckling in for the ride kind of feeling. So we have, yeah, climbing towards success. So yeah, if this is you, the viewer, you're really getting ready to, you know, buckle in kind of for your future. You're buckling in for what's about to manifest later for you. So don't stop what you're doing if that's the case. You know, don't stop where you're going right now, because it feels like you're on your way to a lot of success, and even if it requires some more time or patience, you will get there. Could even be that something's about to get more serious in terms of work. Maybe someone's having more of a, you know, workload, or you're changing jobs, which requires more of a, you know, a bigger position maybe, or someone's being promoted. That could also be too, you know, it could be like a promotion somehow is happening for somebody. But whatever it is, it's not going to be the same as the lower parts here of yourself, which had been only having a small level of responsibility. You know, you're heading towards more responsibility, but it's in a good way. You know, we have April. So could be something happening in April for somebody. As I said too, it's like a spring energy too. Could even be next April just for a few of you, but could be something like that. We have here successful outcome to your problems, the key. So a key is being given. And what I'm hearing too with the key is that a successful outcome to the past, I'm hearing, is being given. So again, I don't know with the Five of Pentacles if that means something within yourself that you're evaluating from the past, you know, and somehow you're having a success because you've been able to crack the code as to what held you back from the past. It could be a past relationship. Something is being, some kind of solutions coming from something about the past is all I know here. There's too many cards. Just get one at a time. Yeah, it's very like indestructible energy, you know, like nobody can mess with you. If this is you, we have firecracker, excitement. Yeah, and here's the intuition. You will be shown the way. So someone is really being shown this way. Wherever we're going here, it's like a very sacred path. It's something that's going to bring a lot of excitement, a lot of just really good energy. I'm going to have to get those fortune cards. I think I'll do that in the extended, the ones that have a lot of writing on them that give specific insight. We have someone will gossip about all of your secrets. Because I feel like what this is that, again, I don't know, this could be someone else. If this is about someone else here, it's not going to be, it's almost like this, if this is about, let's say it's about this man here, just for an example, and this is someone who's connected to you. Other people who have been around them are not going to like the path that they're taking towards you. They're going to gossip about it. It's going to be something which they had to really go into their power to do this, because what they're doing is they're going against the grain. They're going against other people's opinions. They have really like empowered themselves, if it's a divine masculine, because some of you I think it could be. They've really like empowered themselves, and people are not going to like it, but they're being shown the way. And that could be why the past was coming up to a successful outcome to either what they've dealt with in their past, which has led to the gossip, or you were part of their past too, and they're having a successful outcome with that. But others of you too, if this is about you and your life, people, same kind of thing, you know, people may not like that about you going into that direction. You know, people may gossip about it. People may say things to try to bring you down from your path. That could be why the magnifying glass is here. Look deeper into your connections. We have dissatisfaction with life. We already had that boredom card earlier. So yeah, whatever this changes, it's because somebody has not been satisfied fully with their life. And this could even be like a fated change for somebody too, to where suddenly you're guided somewhere to do something, and it's because your guides are trying to get you or someone out of this dissatisfactory kind of life. We have feeling tied down or frustrated. Yeah, so someone's been feeling tied down, frustrated. The Four of Cups, bored, stifled. Five of Cups, knowing that the path that has been walked up into this point has not provided the kind of growth that one has wanted fully. So unsuccessful plans. Just give me a few more, Spirit. These cards are so hard to shuffle. We have Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling, and one more. Yeah, I mean, whatever this is, it's a very careful kind of whatever, it's like there's a need to approach this carefully. Again, problems to be resolved. So we have that twice. Whatever problem maybe it's something that someone's tried to do before. They've tried to make this plan and it's like it's been knotted together. So it feels like that, with like a feeling of empowerment, like I need to get this together once and for all, or regardless of what's around me, I know that this is where I'm being guided, you know? So we have pleasure with the close friend at the bottom, and we have vacation. So let me get a few cards of love, and we also have you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life, which is also what obviously this reading is saying. Someone's on the right path, someone's about to be taking the right path. For some of you, yeah, it's like a pleasure, meaning like maybe you're coming together with somebody, someone wants to come together with you. This path is going to lead to you being together with somebody, whoever they might be. Okay, so I'm just going to get a few cards for love, and then in the extended, I will look more into, we'll go into some different decks, we'll get some more specifics from a different deck. We'll take a look and see more as to what this path is entailing, you know, what is this that someone's being guided to take here, and just kind of go with this one intuitively. Unless something comes up here about love, then we'll look into the person who this is connected to. Because I think it's kind of 50-50. Some of you, it's just a career message or something about your own path, and others of you, there is a connection that this is talking about. Possibly even a vice versa reading. So let's see, what do we need to know about love, Spirit, for this reading today? Is there a connection to love in this message that we can pick up on, that the viewer needs to know about? Because it feels like a very careful handling type of situation. See, someone's taking a leap of faith here. They may have been waiting, or this is you. Maybe you've been waiting at the right time to take a leap of faith, but you might have to carefully handle this for whatever reason, because of other people, or because of, I don't know why, something that you've had to carefully handle. Let's see, any theme here about love that's connected to this message today that we have? I'm hearing chosen one, so some of you could identify with that term, you know, you feeling like a chosen one. You know, there's a path here. We have new love, and we have acceptance, and we have patience again. So yeah, it's a really, really good energy. Like, it's hard to put into words, but it's a very good energy. It feels like something that is super solid, I keep getting, like very stable and solid. So for some of you, yes, it could be a new person entirely. And here's where it was coming up earlier. I think I mentioned too, there's a bigger purpose or something, or there's a bigger plan. So yeah, this could be a few ways, you know, if this is something to where you just had an ending or a breakup for one group of you, know that where you're being guided to go, especially if it's like a major ending, or you're being, you know, changing locations, or you have a divorce or something big like that, it actually has been for a very good reason, because what's about to unfold between now and maybe a year from now is going to bring in something much more stable. It feels super, again, grounding and solid. If this is for some of you, you know, it also could be, it says here, a recommitment. So it also might be that if this is an existing connection and you know that the person who you're connected to, or whoever I'm talking about, you kind of resonate with those details of them. They are somebody who's an emperor, there's somebody who's making lifestyle changes. Same kind of thing here. There may have been a feeling to where everything happened for a reason with this situation. Whatever they went through, it was for a reason. Whatever the two of you went through, it was for a reason, so that this lover's connection can be guided together or back together. And the third group of you is just if you've been single for a while and you've maybe had some troubles in love that you've been healing from. What they want you to know is that the moves that you're making maybe in your personal life is going to lead you to a new love. and you might be, moving into a time to where you are going to be coming together with somebody who's actually going to be very solid and stable for you, which I think has also been coming up too. But you have to also trust in divine timing. You have to trust that this is maybe not going to happen tomorrow morning. It might be something which is going to take some more time, some more changes, but yeah, when I divided here, we have growing old. So it says here, inseparable, finding a partner at any age through thick and thin. So very about stable and very patient energy. So maybe some of you do feel like you're at an older age and you're hoping that you can find a person who it will finally kind of work out with, or you feel like time is slipping by, something like that, but everything is happening accordingly. Let's get a few more of these, and I will look more in the extended at this as well, like what this new love is, who it is. Anything else about love here for this reading, Spirit? I'm hearing that song, actually. You can't hurry love, you just have to wait. So we have simple life, easygoing lover, the minimalistic lifestyle, making ends meet, happy on the inside, a practical relationship, and finding joy in the small things. So again, very like solid, grounded. This could be that this is the type of person that you're going to meet, or whoever you're dealing with is not something super like extravagant or unhealthy or toxic. It feels actually very good. It feels like maybe moving also into a more simple life. Somebody is moving out of kind of the feeling to where we have to always fight for love, or we have to feel like we're not on the right path, we're going backwards. It's just moving towards calmer, healthier, more peaceful and loving times is what this feels like. We also have lost in translation, unsent messages, someone plays dumb, a big misunderstanding, two people are not on the same page. Let me get one more. We have running the show, bold gestures, making the first move, announcing one's intentions, no time to waste, confident and unafraid, leaving an impression. Okay, and at the bottom we have a classic love. So courtship, being courted, simple yet meaningful. So that word simple is coming up twice too. Maybe that's the feeling I'm getting. Something that's, doesn't mean simple is boring, but it's just something which is just more harmonious somehow. Let me get some final tarot for this for love. What is the love message here? There's something with that solar plexus and running the show. I'm hearing something like can't be ignored or can't be not looked at. So either you have a very attractive presence right now. I don't know if this is you running the show and you are the one who, someone's making a bold gesture. I almost kind of feel like it's you. It doesn't mean that you're going after somebody. It just means that, I don't know, there's something about you taking the reins in your love life or just in your life in general, which is somehow being, I don't know, acknowledged, or it's attractive. Yeah, the Chariot, someone's taking the reins, and we have Judgment here. So yeah, some major energy. It's also a feeling too of someone, being not exposed, but like exposing themselves, coming towards you, moving out of the feeling of confusion. I don't know if that means that someone's about to clarify something to you. Maybe, could be. Coming out of this Ten of Wands energy, which is like a feeling to where somehow we weren't able to make a move, we felt stifled, we felt stuck, we felt bored, we felt unempowered, and it's like now we're full in the light. The Chariot, the Judgment, we've turned the corner, and now we're like going full speed ahead, or someone's about to come full speed ahead to you. Even though this is a long-term plan, it's still something which is like being done maybe internally. It's hard to describe it, but it's something along those lines. Yeah, Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Definitely a lot of movement coming in. So of course, since the Eight of Wands is here, it could be communication too that's about to be coming in, which is going to tie all of this in for you. Maybe it's going to be about the long-term future. Yeah, so I will go into more of that in the extended. We're going to take a look at who this new love is or what this connection is all about here. And then we'll get some specific cards from another deck as to what this whole thing is about, kind of with the long-term plan, what that's going to be like. We will take a look at just some other cards in terms of what's next here and what you need to know. But let's finish it with one final advice card. What is the advice for the viewer? What is the advice for the viewer? What is the advice for the viewer? Okay, so we have the moon pulling on emotional strings, full moon, new moon, Cancer energy. Dig deeper into subconscious. So we just had a full moon, so it could have been something affected with the full moon as well, maybe for somebody. And then we have water pot. So water your seeds, budding potential, where you focus grows, self-care, something needs your love, tend to the soul. So there's those seeds again. Yeah, the advice is really to maybe sort out your own emotions right now and where can you grow? You know, again, whatever that's going to mean for you, where can you kind of almost distribute the energy to water your garden, water the plants of your future, and maybe like looking at any emotional cords that you have or looking into your emotions in general. Releasing as well. The full moon can be about releasing. It does say here too, it's all a mystery. Dive deeper into subconscious. So yeah, if this is just about you for some of you and your own path, it's like you're being guided to look within to figure out where you're going. What is this judgment moment for you? Where is your soul guided to take? And really, again, looking towards the future and watering those plants and watering those seeds so that they can grow to its full potential. Even if you need to take some time to rest, to adjust your frequency, to go within, you know, all of that stuff here. But there's a very positive energy on the outside of this or coming in after this comes in. And it could even be too that something will be incoming, which is going to require you to look within your emotions and figure out, where are you investing? Are you investing into this connection, this person, this job, situation? Where do you need to maybe like cut certain cords, grow other cords, take the seeds out from here, put them over here? There's a lot of that coming through here. So I will leave it here. I really hope that this could resonate with whoever this is for, and I will go over to the extended. So thanks so much for being here. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And the link is down below for the extended. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.